Red, they're up against seniors since they're all 17s. A couple seniors from Ondo as the coach. The whistle was have Isaac tips that in. Kind of forgot we're not broadcasting it.
That's a tough call.
Riley bringing some heat. It's off the candy cane. Point. KIVA. All right, this is not the most ideal. Your cell provider is AT&T, which mine is, unfortunately. If that ever cleared. Line judge saying it did. 4-2 for Bradley. Back to serve. He's been working on the top spin here today. There's a nice one. A pattern of upping the velocity after starting at about 60%. That one, I would say, was closer to 80. Another one of those state champion Tigers. It seems to be set number of matches. 3. Original understanding was second one for whatever reason. TBD. I think it's 4 servings. All right, Murphy Lee punches that through. The girls are heading to Nationals in Orlando. We'll be covering that one, but Chicago will hopefully color commentary too. Jake back. For Bradley, 2 on the block. We're at 9-5, I think. Gyro given the gone pure platinum. He is known in the Western world. I think he thought Murphy was gonna pass that one. Crap. That one was just blasted right at Coach Nolan, and I think Nolan's asking him, "What the hell did I do wrong?" Oh, that one narrowly avoids destroying the Porter video rig. Right side. We got bodies flying. All right, Murph back to serve with a 10-9 lead. Jake had a beat on it, but the deflection. Tiger Josh back to serve. Down off the block, I should say. 11-10, KIVA with the lead. Luke is away on college visits, my understanding. Match did not look terribly sharp against, I think that was against 17 White. Personnel changes, but in any case, they seem to be. That overhand results in an overpass that is harvested by the Union squad, which I gotta say, he's done a nice job digging. Sometimes that does not always translate to a nice 2 little errors there. Something to write home about. Nice work, but the blocker stays with it. Nice work coming out of the middle with the decoy, and Bradley with the big swing. No, not an overpass. Done. Ooh, that one was looking good till it wasn't, and it catches Union. We're knotted at 15. Pass back row for Bradley. Kept alive. Free ball. Sown. Walt, nice job, keeps that up. Out to Jake. Oh, that's roofed. For Union, but whoever had great penetration was well into Kiva airspace. Put that one back down. 15. Block fails your hand of the left blocker. Tate back to serve. Floaty. Handled. That's back up front. Spin coming, but that hits the lower half of the net, which is count. Should be a free ball, and is. I think he might have had too many contactos in a row. I will have to say I did not decode that properly. It did look weird, that I agree. One of those first contacts would have been a block, but then off the head, is that still part of the block? Like after that, but wide. Kind of a placement shot. That was a little too aggressive. 19-18, 1 point, the Union lead. Probably hammers that down. Academic, as there was a net violation, I think, before contact. Jake just shoots one, much to the chagrin of the Mattingly-Malone coaching tandem. Summarily rejected. Landed with a nice burner. 20 serving 21. Josh, not Kiva Josh, a.k.a. Colt Josh. Alas. Almost. All right. We've righted the ship. Ish. 20. At 24-20. Late run. This has been a 1 point. Kiva has pulled away a bit at 24-20. If there was sugary coated goodness contact, but Kane is a little angled out also. The ruling by the R1 with the support of the lime judge that'll help the lime cause. Set one in the books. Kiva wins 25-22.
I gotta get ice. He's sitting there because of my knee.
Oh, he's there? Okay. I thought you were
No, thought I was
you had to work. What's that, those holes in them? I like the facility. I'm just 40 going such green. The green has to get a little over. Yeah, it can be too much of a good thing. I think the black is great. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, really? That would be yeah, it's over there. Okay, now that we're real estate, yeah, that'd be good. Oh, nice. Okay. Right, the Von Bomber puts that one down. Second time comes to the jump serve. Ooh, that was wicked. That one had some impactful. Velocity alone, if it's right at somebody, not too hard to pass, but when you get that movement left to right, right to left. Another. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That ball floated, or maybe Tate was again, might not have been the call unless you were going to take that overhand. Water under the bridge. Not sure if that was a dump attempt. If super confused at this point. Hey, feng shui. We're tied at 4, and Tate's back to serve. Those are the two things I do know. With the 1-point lead. We're tied at 5. Big swing right at Briley, who gets to play beyond the KIVA bench. Nice top spin with some dip on it. Makes for tough sledding for Josh. I love the ceiling, but the choice of super reflective scoreboards that are. It is 8 serving 6 though. Landon Maxime KIVA with the other within 1 at 7. All right, here we go. Isaac with the ace. And we're tied at 8. Looks like that was curling to the left and just a bit outside. Josh, nice pass. Jake on the slide. His brother doing battle across the river. University Hurricanes. They were down a run or two in the early going today, so hopefully they'll rally back for the win. Tidied up by Walt. Tate with a good dig on the line shot. Lands in front of the lid. Number of things being signaled by the R2 rather, the R1 finally. And the cat. They are hopefully Crow editions and opting for the clampy, screwy, hooky editions. You like the Velcro ones for their ease of. All right, Fresh Kenny. He kicks and fires. Ooh, that one's rocketed into the Union. Jake, nice. Oh, drops in the shorty. Results in a free. Jake blasts it to the deep corner, but that's a little long. Did not look like he had a lot of topspin wrist snap action on that one. So we are in set 2 of the final scrimmage match of the day. There's some combination of. This may or may not be the final set. Bradley. That's the point. I like Bradley reached for that pass instead of kind of following downhill from there. He's off the net cord and down. Union serves for the tie. And my friend, that one into the net tape, but does not crawl over. 2-point lead for KIVA. Walt back to serve. Bradley back row. I'm not sure. Hit the deck afterwards. I was tracking the ball, but not sure what. Kind of a miss-hitty waffle flaily thing. Sometimes it's not how, it's how many though. One at 15-16. And back to Walt. Over the top, but appears to be long. The block is tooled, and Union might be their first lead of this set. But they fight back, And we're tied at 17. It drifted just wide, though. In the black. Riley with the awful waffle, the paintbrush. Various and sundry. Although maybe he was going for the roll shot. I don't think that one ever cleared. Pushes the lead to 2 at 2018. That one looked line based on Isaac's unhappy look and the fact he was, assuming he was subbing out, I would say that's well wide. 22-18, 4-point lead for KIVA with another late game rally. And lands OB, the count. Back row for Josh. (23-19). Out to Walt. Cut is picked up. Tries to push it over. I don't think that ever cleared. It did not. Point KIVA. We'll just go with set point because we know that's factually correct. Of Jake and Briley. Serve pings gyro along the bench, and that is OB. Be the match as we're doing the Stanley Cup handshake at midcourt. Okay, we're going to shut it down from Unionville. Thanks for joining, and a fun day of scrimmage knocking the rust off, or maybe more correctly, since high school season didn't allow a lot of rust to generate, reinvigorating the chemistry on the club side. We'll be up in Indy next week, followed by Chicago tournaments to play in the 24-25 season. Hard to believe we're at that point, but for now, we're signing off. I know he did kind of slay. Thanks to all our twos and twos of listeners out there.